Good evening and welcome to a region championship edition of the Yellow Jacket Swarmcast for this October the 16th. Wait, no, not the 16th. Was it
23rd?
Don't send me back.
That's right, 23rd, 2026.
This is the eve.
It is championship eve as Thomas County Central and Houston, undefeated, top 5 ranked, 5th biggest game according to Sports Illustrated in the nation that will be played. Obadiah Farley already jumping on the chat. Roland Benton's there as well. If you are watching on Facebook, please share this. Share it with all your friends. Share it on your page. Share it with any football-related groups because we are going to be talking about a bunch of stuff.
You share it with your grandma, too. I mean,
well, share it with your grandma.
Yeah.
Eastman's in the house.
I see that. Jacob Smith and Mary Stevens, or Danny Stevenson in Eastman, Georgia.
Yep.
ESPN staging up in the parking lot as we speak. There we go. That's right.
yeah, Kirk Herbstreit on the call tomorrow night.
And Lakeisha,
Herbie.
as always. Jacob, appreciate you being here. As a big night looming in the Jackets' nest. It's not often that you get to have a what me and Coach Pilcher used to call sign changers.
Yep.
Where you can take the state championship sign down at the end of the field and change it and add to it. In fact, I put a post on social media at the beginning of the week, maybe the weekend. There are 20 numbers total up there. That's it. Out of the 60 years of the county and the football here, about 60 years worth of it. And only 4 of those numbers are repeated, which means you've got a region championship and a state championship.
Hopefully we can swap the sign they just hung out in the new building.
I hope so, too. Philip, appreciate you being here, buddy. Elaine Williams, as always. Jamie Maters is here. Brian Davis is here. Bryce Young down there on the end. The tech master himself, Casey Massey, trying to keep all of the stuff moving. He's like our digital rotor-rooter man. He just makes sure the pipes are clean. That's it.
I thought you were saying I was full of crap.
I would never say that.
Well,
but since he said it, but anyway.
Well,
Lisa Swain, appreciate you. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Blue Blizzard Cup, we lift you up, and we want to thank Dairy Queen.
Thanks for Dairy Queen.
Tell us what we got here tonight.
Tonight is a Jamie Major special. Mm-hmm. It's a sneaker. Snicker dough.
Oh, I got one for you.
Took a Converse and put it in there.
If you just gave me a sneaker
dough.
It's a sneaker dough.
I don't want
5.0.
Woo.
We're getting supercharged for tomorrow.
There we go. That's it.
The people at Dairy Queen doing awesome, keeping us.
Yes, my gosh.
Keeping us fueled up. And
now, when are we going to have the tournament, the Blizzard tournament, Casey? When
I
are we
don't
doing
know.
that?
We can start it next week.
I was going to say
we can start it the week of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good time.
Yeah, that would be
Perfect
good.
time.
That'd be a good time.
And we can, when we play for it, we'll have us a champion Blizzard too.
Okay. We'll have to come up with a special recipe for some sort of championship Blizzard.
I'd love to crumple some of those cookies in them.
Well, and speaking of cookies, I want to thank my good friend Linda Pearson. Now, those of you who know us know that Linda Pearson bakes cookies.
We got cookies tonight.
Every week. Well, she baked some specially for the show tonight. Butterfinger toffee. Good gracious alive. And
it's not good for my diabetes.
Good light. Look how big that cookie is.
It's like a Frisbee.
Yeah.
It's a monstrosity.
It's a hand-sized cookie.
Very chewy, very dense, and just, so
Tell
good.
me about the one you had about 2 weeks
Chewy,
ago.
dense, and delicious.
Woo!
Tell the flavor of that one
CBD.
you had like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the strawberry one.
Oh, my gosh. So she put cream cheese in it, so you had to keep it in the refrigerator. I'm going to tell you, and I think I say this every week, send about 200 over there to Gaza, it's over.
Yeah.
Everything's done.
Well, it's over.
Everybody's holding it.
It is over.
Well,
it's never been over.
I was going to say, that's never going to be completely over. Last week, she made some that were stuffed with Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Big
And
Deborah.
why are y'all hiding these from me?
You know what makes
Well, you're always on the field busy.
I know, but
But just saying.
Yeah,
Look,
you
I always
gotta-
have a good day when I open up my book bag and there's a cookie in it.
Yeah,
because I
yet you forgot
it was in
about
there.
it. You just need to tell me after the game to bring you a handful of them because there's always some left
Well, a
over.
handful's
Crystal
just
Hester.
one.
That's true.
Crystal Hester in the house.
Yeah, there's Curtis Brooks Sr., the big dog himself, or the big
Man.
jacket, I should say. Philip Moore. Looks like Houston bringing a crowd as well. There's a limit for the people to enter the stadium. I do not. I just know that our capacity without temporary seating is about 8,000.
Bring them on. Come
So
on.
hopefully we will have that problem to deal with. And it does sound like they're going to be bringing a crowd.
Looks like there'll be standing room only
And
at the Nest.
I saw where Sean Badillo said something a little while ago. It's their offense and their defense better this year. And we're going to give you guys a complete statistical review of Houston County and Thomas County Central. And DJ's birthday today? Really?
DJ White.
Yeah.
DJ.
That's what it sounds like. Ashley Sal was
Okay.
telling us that happy birthday for 21. Well, maybe he may have a very special birthday tomorrow evening. is
Tell you,
what
he's
I'm
been looking really good in practice.
He really
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
He really has. He's special. Coach Rogers is going to be calling about 7:15 or so, and we will get the inside skinny from Coach Rogers, and we're going to give you all of the ins and outs about this game because there's so many different things in play. I do know this. Houston County, if you go back and look, that was 2023 when we went up there and played, is where the horn thing started because apparently their student section have been using the horns for quite some time.
Well, of course, it's a big soccer town up there,
Yep.
too, so
Yeah.
it makes sense, yeah.
Yep. So they put an online challenge toward our fans. Okay, we got our horns, y'all bring yours, and they shouldn't have done that because that started the whole thing. But what that means is that both sides will be having the horns. So
I'm good with it.
I don't think that you're going to have either coach going, I can't do this because
Right.
of the horns.
Right.
So the horns may be 100% in play.
Well, I can
Just
tell
saying.
you, if Houston said anything about our horns, they would be waking a sleeping giant because I guarantee you we will be bringing more alternative methods with
Yeah,
us
yeah.
than they will bring with them.
Well, there's already officially a plan B in play
Right.
with the
Right.
Cowboys. And they, at the beginning of the year, their graphic that their media folks put out was about silencing the swarm. And
Yeah.
I know that's in reference to the horns and everything else. So, again, that it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, please share the video. If you're watching on YouTube, you can share the link. Regardless, we appreciate you guys being here tonight. Before we get into talking about Houston, guys, let's talk about Northside Warner Robins. About as impressive a game as we could have had.
Yep.
There's a video of Coach Rogers, and we're going to play a little thing from Coach Rogers here in a second. But here's the highlights of the Northside game, and we'll kind of watch these and walk through them with you. Very impressive performance, 70-0. It was 42-0 at the half. And then the second and third string guys, the backups, got onto the field and outscored them 28-0.
Yep.
And that was against their number ones.
And I will say that there was a challenge laid out there right before we came out of that locker room. I can tell you that.
Coming out of the half.
Yes, sir.
Deuce Lawrence with another big night. He had 7 carries for about 120 or so yards. And he just continues to raise his level of play. There you go. And the thing about Deuce this year, he's always had the speed, always had the elusiveness, but he's running with some physicality that we're not used to seeing. Here we go again. Yep. Not a bad night for number 2. Of course, he's had a bunch of really, really good nights here lately.
Not a bad month or two.
Yep, you're correct.
And,
Whoop.
Some really good offensive line play, too.
Yes.
no doubt.
Yep, no question. No question. Here comes,
We
It's
get
so
after
nice
you.
we get to see it
It-
twice.
it jumps.
Hey, we get after you pretty good on that
gonna say.
with our offensive front.
Dunbar had a good night.
Yeah.
JB had a good night. Just offense in general. And Jalen Johnson
Yep.
scored his 100th touchdown.
Crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
And here we go.
Speed is just unreal right there.
Yeah, he turns it on. And
3 guys.
When he made the cut and just burst through the 3 players there, I said, man, that's different.
yep. By the way, compliments to Camden Godwin's socks. Yeah,
You ain't gonna miss 'em.
I was
I knew right where he was
you
on
could
that.
keep up with him all night. So here we are down there around their 35 or so, and hit JB, and just physical here. Turning you every which way but loose. Gets it down there close. And
Clint.
Clint Eastwood. That's right. Good movie. This is, I think, Evan Martin here, I believe. Or no, that may be
Physical, man. They're all physical.
Yep.
They're real physical backs.
This is Evan Martin right here. How consistent is he, too?
What we say at the end of the night?
Woo.
We had 5 different running backs score.
I think
Five backs
that's
score.
right. I think that's right.
I don't know many times we've ever done that.
Nope, I can't think of any.
When you had 5 running backs that you could even
Score.
give
That's
them a
true.
score.
You had
Yeah,
5
yeah.
running backs that could score.
Well, I
much
mean,
less that
we might
did.
move a lineman back there and let him try to score.
But he wasn't a running back, though. I'm just saying. Although I'd pay money to see it for some of them. And here's Jalen being Jalen, just chunking it down there.
This is a
and
good catch here.
Beautiful
Yeah.
pass, too.
Yep.
Yeah. He went back
That was
behind
just-
the guy and
that
kind
was
of pulled
just
it.
as impressive of a catch as you can get.
Yeah.
That may be one of his better throws this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's Jalen. And here's,
Quarterback said, "Here,
just take it. And like 6 or 7 blue shirts.
tell you,
Eugene Ware was our defensive MVP.
I was
Yeah.
fixing to say Eugene Ware is playing
Look at this.
good now. There's your
Tyson Johnson.
Here's sophomores. I think he's a sophomore,
Yeah.
or
Terrence-
maybe a junior with Eli.
Terrence Johnson's son. And of course, we couldn't live with Terrence the whole week as a result of that.
Hey, I'm good with
Right
it.
now, Randy knows the answer to this. Who do you think's our new leader in pass deflections?
Pass deflection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like pass
Ball-
breakup.
Pass
down,
breakups.
Yeah.
Probably. I would have to probably say
Guess what's about to happen? here?
Gara,
Look at this.
I would say it's not because they don't throw to him.
a nerd one.
Yeah.
Another pick 6.
I'll tell you, that's 20. Yeah, 20 is as smooth as silk.
Is that guy on?
Yeah.
He is. He gets to play a lot
Yeah.
when.
Look at the team mobbing him down there. That was
cool.
kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Who is it, Brown?
13, Dennis Jr.
Jermaine Dennis Jr.
No, that's awesome.
And you're talking
I can
about
see
a guy,
that too.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's had just spot duty. I mean, that's a compliment to Jermaine Jr. Look at that.
Yep. And that's the babies.
Almost scooped and scored right there. Knocked it out of his hands. And then we get down there. I think it's with
Oh, they gonna mob him too, man.
Waldrop.
That's Mathis.
49.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
stud now.
I think that's right.
Now, this is this was the snap that almost went over her head. And then
He
Roland
just-
says, just let me
yeah.
just run. And he pushes him into the end zone.
I couldn't believe he got in after the
Yeah.
snap there.
Me neither, because I'm gonna tell you, if you'll look about the 3-yard line,
Now,
he
they
was
hit him.
contested.
70-0. Heather Rodriguez says, I like the fact that our stats look good. You know, and that's the thing, Heather, and that's what I've been talking to people about this whole week. Statistically, as impressive as we've been, it's for 2 quarters of action.
Right.
Me and Brown were talking about that earlier today. It's like we
We've
played
had one
like
game.
4.5 games. The starters have played 4.5 games pretty much.
Yeah,
We've
I mean,
had one game that we played in the fourth quarter that
with
was
Lee
with
County.
Yeah.
The backups have almost as much playing time as the starters.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good problem to have. But the thing is when the backups get up there, there's no drop.
Especially how many points they scored in the second half? Probably four touchdowns.
4 touchdowns the other night, yeah.
But when you get to play every game, why would there be a drop?
Yeah.
Jose Vadillo, that's Sean Vadillo, saying Northside's been down. Didn't know they had hit low point. Looks like the talent did go to Houston. Well, right now, that Northside team is mostly sophomores and juniors.
Yep.
And when you're playing a team like ours with a lot of experience and a lot of talent, that's just tough. But as we have talked about many times here, those types of players, the top guys in that Warner Robins area, they always are attracted to 1 or 2 programs. And right now it is Houston County and Perry.
But I guarantee you Northside's fixing to come back up.
Oh, no doubt.
I guarantee
I
you.
just
Coach-
got to
Coach
stop
Boone.
y'all a second.
Okay.
Y'all look who just come in.
Caleb Anderson.
There he is.
The wild man himself.
He is the man.
How many turnovers have we forced versus given on the season? That is a very good question.
Ken, listen to pregame tomorrow. I should have that for you.
Yeah, we'll share that. I do not know.
I think we only have 3 turnovers. I think
I think
1
so.
fumble, 2 interceptions. I,
think that's right.
believe,
That's about right.
which is very impressive.
So, and that's a good point too, because we're going to talk about Houston's defense and their turnover margin.
Dan Stewart says he'll be picking up cowbell from Garrison Pilcher. Garrison Pilcher has a full
Yeah.
store of cowbells, horns, the whole 9 yards over there.
The poppers,
Yep, the glitter,
blue and gold glitter poppers,
cannons.
everything.
Where's
They'll
that
get
at? I don't
Garrison
know.
Pilcher.
I know, but where?
In that
Front
front
office,
office.
Yeah, front office.
They got a whole closet they bring out.
They've got
full
a
of stuff.
$6. I think they're 16-inch the cannons.
Yeah,
And then they've got the 12-inch cannons for, I think they're 4 or
okay,
something.
okay.
Same.
You can get all kind of stuff.
And they got the whole thing there at Garrison now, for sure.
Pink.
And Dan Stewart says it's time to ring a
Oh, watch out.
Whoa,
tomorrow night.
easy.
That's it. Shamalama.
Shamalama.
That was the swing of medallions, right? Darren Mills says, I love that our guys scored last week. Very composed and disciplined, not cocky, rubbing in and being ugly. I mean, it wasn't like we were trying to run the score up now, by any means. Tickets at the gate, I think they're all online, are they?
No. You can
No,
still
you
buy
can-
tickets at the gate at football.
Okay.
Everything else is online.
If it's not sold out.
Just get in here
Yes.
now.
The best option, go to the high school tomorrow, get your ticket from the high school.
That's what I was going to say, because you don't know for sure. I mean, if this thing starts getting really
When we start getting
popular,
close to
then you may have a
capacity.
problem.
And I thought that, and I told Randy earlier in the week, I said, man, great job of getting kind of out in front and getting those blue seats if we could get them and get them out to people that'll be there. We need butts in the seats.
We've had about 20 of those that have been relocated,
Good.
but most of the folks that have them have indicated they're coming.
Absolutely.
So that's good news.
So Garrison Pilcher, blue and gold cannons, bubble wands, confetti cannons, fiber optic wands,
Yep,
Whoa,
that's
okay.
new for this week.
tattoos, pom poms, boomsticks, cowbells of all different sizes, and vuvuzelas and footballs.
Now the LED
Fiber optic.
fiber optic things, they want people to get them, and when we do the jump around, they want us
okay.
to wave those in the stands. That'd be cool.
Jamie and Randy, which defense in y'all's eyes was the best by far as dominance? 08, 23, or this year?
Whew.
Well,
You can't leave out 94.
here comes Justin Rogers. We'll get to you in a minute, Mr. Williams.
Yep.
Answer that. Coach Rogers. Coach Rogers, as the tech master himself is trying to make it work. Coach, you there?
Yes, sir.
There he is right
There he
there. How
is.
you doing, man?
Man, doing good. How about y'all?
Good, man. We are getting blown up with comments. There's a bunch of folks watching tonight. They're excited about something. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I don't get it.
Apparently, it's a big game.
Must be. First off, let's talk about Northside, Coach, before we jump into talking about Houston County. You guys just took care of business, and that's one of the things that I wanted to point out and kind of get you to comment on. You've done a really good job. The staff has done a really good job the last 4 years of having our guys take care of the business in front of them, and that's what we did last Friday.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm really proud of how consistent our guys have played all year, and that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Is to stay at that high level and week in, week out, be able to continue to perform. And I think that shows the maturity of this group to be able to kind of do those things. But really, really proud of them and the staff for just every week, making sure that we're trying. And it's something we've challenged, trying to make sure we're not peaking.
Right.
And not plateauing and make sure we're getting better every week.
Yep. And that is a challenge in and of itself. I mean, it's one thing trying to get your game plan together and all that, but I mean, when you're trying to get it so you're peaking at the right time, that's a booger to calculate, man.
Well, I mean, no doubt. I mean, it's obviously a thing that we're chasing always in athletics, but that's a booger to calculate in your personal life.
Yes, sir.
Just always trying to improve and strive and become better in all kind of avenues, both personally, professionally, relationships, always trying to improve those areas and never be satisfied. And human nature says to be satisfied when you do things well.
Right.
The enemy of, what's the old saying, the enemy of great is good.
Right.
And so I think that's the human nature that gets in us. And so you're trying to push high competitive people and get them to understand how to be high competitive people, because those people continue to push in their own professional and personal lives as well as athletically.
Well, it's like the thing we said earlier in the season. Again, if you think you're as good as you can be, then you'll never be as good as you could be.
Ain't no doubt. I loved it when you said that. We shared
It's
it with
true.
the team because I'm always chasing those things that can guide them to understand, to always. Well, I'm 46 and I'm trying to be the best coach I ever been this week.
Right.
I want to be better, and I hope I stay this way to where I'm always wanting to improve in areas until the good Lord takes me.
100%. Well, Coach, let me get you to comment specifically on a guy we have not talked enough about here on this show, is Eugene Ware. Eugene last week, he was our defensive MVP. he has really settled into that linebacking spot and is playing so good.
No, he's gotten comfortable. He's gotten better. Kind of got he was in the rotation and doing well. And obviously when we had the Trayvon situation and everything happened there, we had to bump Amari out, which forced Eugene to go in ready or not,
Right.
like here it is. And he's just done a great job with that, just getting better every single week. And so, yeah, he's been a huge asset. And so when you do eventually get Trayvon back here in a few weeks, I mean, you're going to have a lot of depth right there and a lot of things we're going to be able to do defensively with how he's come around.
Right. And that's all good news all the way across. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I wanted you also, Coach, to specifically comment about your number 2s and number 3s. Jamie said that you challenged them coming out of the locker room after the half. Nothing. Let's see who's going to win this thing. And those guys took it. They went out there and they won it.
They did, didn't they? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, that was our deal at the half that I challenged him. It was 0-0. We're going to see who's going to win. I was like, hey, everyone of these coaches is going to coach their tail off for these next 2 quarters, and we're going to play this like a straight-up game and see if we can come out victorious with those boys. And so, super proud of the way they played. And to come out there and win that second half in the manner that they did, because that's just going to pay dividends for us in the future, not only this year, but in years to come.
Right.
Yep.
No doubt. All right, so let's talk about Houston, Coach. Undefeated, best season they've ever had, very athletic team. The knock on them historically has been they could score points, but they don't play defense. Well, this year they're playing defense and they're scoring points.
Yeah, they're a complete team. It's by far their best team they've had in the 4 years we've been in the region with them. It's their most complete team, and I know last year, they kind of knew that it was going to lead that way because they were young last year.
Right.
And all those guys now have grown up and returned and are seniors. And the big question mark was whether they're going to be able to replace the Q, right? That was really the only thing that lost was the quarterback. And the kid that's come in here, this young sophomore, has done an unbelievable job. Like
Ryan
really,
Maxwell is his name.
yeah, he handles the offense, runs it good, gets the ball out of his hands, and so I've been really impressed with him. He's going to be a really good quarterback. He's got a quick release to get it out, and so like you said, they're a complete football team now, and always been a team that can score. And so they'll be a tough out. I mean, there's a reason why it's a top 5 game in the nation.
Yeah,
I mean, it's 2 really good teams playing each other. Key for us is going to be got to tackle well in space.
Yeah,
I think they're going to spread us out, try to go empty and 3-by-1, and try to play more 10 personnel, and try to play this game on the edges and see and force us to have to tackle them out in space. I would think they're smart enough to know don't run into the teeth of it, right?
Right.
And with our D line, so it's going to be important that we we tackle well in space. Now, D line's going to get us some negative plays, and when we get them behind the chains on the 3rd and longs, making sure we get off the field then.
Right. Well, now thinking about them, what's unusual, they have the leading passer in the region, they have the leading receiver in the region, and also the leading rusher. But it sounds like the receiver, the number 2, and right now Mathis, he's special.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, two's the one that we really want to focus on, and we want to try to take 2 away and don't let 2 beat you. Let's keep 2 in front and tackle. You know what I mean? Keep everything in front and make tackles. Don't let them get behind us.
Right.
And so I think you're 100% right. I think 2 is kind of what makes this thing go offensively, which makes you spread out. Now, don't get me wrong, 23, the back, is special too now. He can pick it up and put it down. He is lightning fast. And but 2's the one that really concerns me if I have to narrow it down on 1, that we'll have to have a good plan for him.
Now, what are they doing defensively? I mean, I know that they've got a kid, a safety that's committed to Georgia, so he must be pretty doggone good. But they've got a big kid down in the middle, and it sounds like the linebacking core solid too. But what has changed there?
Personnel. I mean, that's the biggest thing that's changed. They just, they're returning players that are playing really well and tackling well.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. But now, let's start with 4, the safety. That is that's a good looking youngin' boy. That joker is long. He's thick. He's very physical. He'll remind you when you guys watch him of Kendarius Reddick, and the fact that he wants to play the run. He is a run stopping safety. He's going to play on the roof, but as soon as he gets his keys of a run play with the line, he is coming down the field and almost be like an extra linebacker. And then I think both their linebackers, their Mike and their Will, are very good. I like them a lot. I think they tackle well. The Will is extremely quick. 9 is just a little more physical. Now 9's going to come in and play some sniffer and some short yardage wildcat for him as well. And then at the D-line, they've got, they're a solid D-line, but they've got one really good one in 99, the nose tackle. And he did good for that scheme. I mean, I think he's really a scheme guy. I think he plays that scheme very well with his slants in that A-gap and tries to disrupt plays to make you have to bend that thing. And so while he doesn't make as many tackles, he's bending it to them linebackers who clean it up very well. And I think it starts with those 4. I mean, really right there. And the thing is, they've got something at every level. And so they can kind of build that defense layered, having a good D lineman, having 2 good linebackers, and then having a safety as a racer. So they've got it layered very well as well.
Coach, looking at their stats, I make like a game sheet when I was going through their stats today. I noticed they have a super high turnover margin. The defense is getting a lot of turnovers. Any particular reason for that? You think they're just taking advantage of what they get?
I'll probably just take advantage of what they get.
Yeah.
I don't really see anything that forces turnovers in what they do.
Right.
Jamie, got something, Coach?
Coach, I know that I've heard a lot about their offensive line and how big they are. And
They're big.
I just wanted to know and I know how we've got a really good defensive front, and we're deep up there. I mean, we can run them in and out of there all night. I'm not worried about that. But do you feel like that we should fare pretty good with their big offensive line?
Yeah, ain't no doubt we're going to fare good now. I mean, our D-line's good.
Okay.
I'll take my D-line versus anybody, but they are very good. Hey, I ain't gonna say it. They ain't shying away from no fight with that D-line.
No.
Yeah, that's
But the O-line is big. I mean, and their bell cow's the left tackle. He is a massive human being, 6'7", pushing dang near 4 bills. Big kid, and I think he's got about every offer you can imagine. And he's going to be tough. And all of them are good. They're coached very well on the O-line. The biggest thing, the size doesn't concern me as much. The lack of splits is a little concerning to me. And the fact that they get in there about foot to foot now, there ain't a lot of room in between them, which tries to neutralize our quickness, that we do. Because while we're big on the D-line, we're also very quick. Now, on the flip side of that, if they're going to do that, it's going to shorten the edge.
Sure.
So when we get some pass opportunities, we need to be able to, off that shortened edge, really be able to get in there and get some negative plays off that short edge. So it's a sword that cuts both ways for them. And I think their O-line and our D-line is going to be a big battle all night long.
Yep. And their offensive line coach, by the way, is Kelly Chastain, that graduated from here back about 20 years ago.
Good ball coach, too, now. Dang good ball coach.
Yep.
I was going to say, Coach, they've got a good running back.
Yeah.
So having some splits would favor him. You would think, but I guess they try to get him on the edge, I guess.
No, I've always been of the mindset, and I think they're right in this. The better the O-line, the tighter the splits.
I got you. Okay.
The worse the O-line, the wider the splits.
Okay.
Create the gaps through a pre-snap. But if you got one that can lean and move, man, get them things tight and lean and move on people.
Okay.
And then it becomes a problem. That's been an old coaching adage for years. And I think they know they got a good one. And again, they're not the quickest O-line. And so they want to use what they've got, which is power and size, and just kind of lean on
Right.
And then as you get in there, and now he'll bounce that thing, because as you commit to go in there and find that ball with them splits like that, all of a sudden he'll find a little bounce lane and bounce that thing outside.
I got you.
And it sounds like, Coach, they're not the type of team that's designed to line up and go on these 12 and 15 play drives. They want to hit a home run every time. Yep.
Yeah, that's not how the coach built it. It's Tennessee.
Right.
It's a Tennessee offense. It's the choice stuff, and so he's looking to spread you and try to hit a big play. It's not a methodical. It's not going to be a lot of 12 personnel and things like that. It's 10 and 11. And so he's trying to just kind of You ain't boom, boom, bang, touchdown.
Right.
Boom, 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 bang, touchdown. And so that's why we got to keep it in front, and tackle. Keep it in front, and that's been a theme all week to the defense is keep everything in front and tackle. And you're going to create negative plays, just the nature of our defensive line. And so when you get the third, keep it in front and tackle. And when you get the 3rd and 7+, 3rd and 8+, you get that stop then, and you get them off the field. And that's how, these big-time games, that's how you're going to have to play that thing.
Yep. And we've tackled well all year, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
So
we have. So I feel good about it.
Yep.
But it's like I told the boys today, boys, we're finna go get in a fight. And if you're going to get in a fight, you can't act like you ain't finna get hit.
Right.
Ain't nobody ran into a fight throwing punches thinking I ain't going to get hit.
Yep.
So we know they're going to do some things well. They're a very good football team. Okay, we get that. And when they do, we just got to adjust, make adjustments, and kind of reset and go back in there and swing some more.
And respond.
And so that's that's it. That's what we got to understand is this is going to be a good game.
Yep.
And much like the league game, right?
Right.
And so it's going to be one of those style of games where it's just going to be a back and forth, feeling each other out.
Not to give anything specific, Derek Redding is asking about injuries. And again, we don't want to give anything specific to give anybody.
No, we're in good shape. No, we're in real good shape. And so we got everybody back feeling good. We're in good shape there. And so we're excited about that. The guys got to come back last week and get a game under their belt with Jester and DeAndre. And Gary could have played last week, the tight end. Y'all saw him in uniform. And it was one of those deals where we could have played him, but we was going to just see how it went. And when it went so good so early, obviously it was a no-brainer. We'll just sit him out, let him really heal up. And he's had a great week of practice back this week. And so he'll make a huge impact.
And you got Gunner back as well down on the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So,
and Deuce is fine. People are asking about Deuce. Deuce is fine. He took a helmet.
Oh, yeah. Deuce is fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Well,
he'd have played.
Well, Coach, the word on the street is, they shut Deuce down tomorrow. It's over. So.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
That's the word.
That's cool. That's all
There's
good.
a lot of words on the street.
There's always words on the street. You are right. Obadiah Farley is asking this is going to be a loaded one here. Any particular thing that you want to tell our fans or need from the fans?
Yeah, one thing is they already know. I mean, come on now. This is a heck of a dang game. So it demands a heck of an atmosphere.
Yep.
And I don't think our fans are going to disappoint. The word on the street is that the fans are ready to go.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We're talking about the street words. And so I think they'll be ready to go, and they'll have all their noise makers, whatever one they got to go to.
Yep.
That's right.
And again, I ain't mad at what'd you call it, Randy, the Blue Thunder? I ain't mad about
Jacket
that.
Thunder up in the stands. Remember how we used to stomp the stands?
Stomping out.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about just doing some stomping every now and then.
Yes,
now.
sir.
I mean, they do that at a good old church service sometimes. They just got to stomp it out.
And chunks and roaches up there, they go to stomping.
That's what I'm saying. So, I wouldn't mind hearing a little rumbling from that thing and getting a little stomping going. I think that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, that's classic stuff there. That was a signature move back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Coach, it's a historic opportunity. Only the second time that a program for us, a senior class, has an opportunity to win 3 region championships in 4 years. That's only happened one time before. But I'm going to throw something at you now, and nobody has said this, but you need to know this.
Yeah.
You win it now tomorrow night, and you will be the first coach in our history to win 3 out of 4 region championships. Coach Pilcher didn't do it.
There we go.
Yeah,
I didn't think I had no records I could catch Pilcher on.
Yeah, you'll get this one.
That joker right there.
Because
we know the magnitude of this game. It's big. It's a big one, both for this season and historically. That's cool too.
Yep.
But I mean, you can't sugarcoat this one. It's a big one.
Well, and it's a sign changer, Coach. It's a chance to change that sign.
So it's not only that, but you got a chance that if you don't play well, man, you could drop to a 3 seed in this thing real quick and make things difficult.
Yep.
Because that's happened to me before. I remember at Jones, I went 9-1, and it was us, Northside and Hoco that year with Jake Fromm, and we all beat each other, and we were all 9-1, and I lost the tiebreaker out with the points and wound up dropping all the way to 3. And I wound up having to go to Glenn Academy, when DJ Dallas and all them were there, and lost by 4 in that first round. And then Glenn went on to play for the state championship, and DJ Dallas became a household name in the NFL.
Yep.
And so that's what I say. We ain't trying to do all that. So we're just going to handle our business and go on in this thing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
and again, there's only a handful of numbers on that board, and those youngins, that's something they'll be able to take their sons in there 20 years from now and show them.
Oh, that's what we talked about, this week. I think 14 region championships in 60-something years.
Yep.
It ain't easy to do.
Yep.
And so you got an opportunity to knock it out and do it. And like I said, we've had a great week of practice. The kids have been great. I'm telling you, I'm proud of our coaches. Man, I tell you right now, our coaches have worked their tail off this week.
Yeah.
And they have looked and dug for every little nugget and advantage we can find. And they have really worked so hard. And so I'm super proud of them. And we got a good plan. And shoot, we're just ready for 7:30. Let's go get it.
And, Coach, as the head coach, this has to be exciting because this is the type of game you coach for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what you do this for.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is what we talked about, and we did this at Sunday in staff meeting. We talked about this to kick the week off. Pressure is a privilege. Mm-hmm. And because of the success and the program we've been able to build, that's why these games are like this now.
Yep.
And that's what I told the team on Monday's team meeting is, hey, guys, it's a big game, man. And they all said yes, of course. And I said, you know why? Because you're in it.
Yep.
That's why.
That's right.
Because the reputation you built at Central as the program you are, it's a big game because you're in it.
Yep.
And so don't you ever forget that. And so understanding that this is real cool, man. But that's why you wanted to come here. You knew this was here. I told y'all when I got hired, this was not a rebuild. It was a return. Like this place has been built. This place has been successful, and this is the kind of football we should be at and the type of games we're in every single year. And it ain't changing. There's just going to be many more of these games at the Nest.
I like it.
Yep.
Guys, anything else for Coach before we let him go? Coach, listen, man, as always, we appreciate it. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Going to be a fun atmosphere, and hopefully it'll be a lifetime memory for all of our fans and coaches and players. It should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
No doubt. No doubt. Thank y'all so much, man. Go Jackets.
Amen. We'll see you out there, Coach. Appreciate you. Let's thank Dairy Queen one more time.
It's getting low.
Yep. Blue Blizzard Cup.
I've been
We lift you. Tell them
need
again
another
what we got here, Jamie.
This is a sneaker dough. Snicker dough. Dang.
Yep.
Converse.
He called it sneaker dough earlier. We were thinking there was
Air
a Converse
Jordans,
in there.
It's a snicker dough, okay?
It's good. It's good.
And it's different. You can go by there and get you one.
Why don't we pull up the Houston County video, Casey, if you've got that. This is some video that was shot last week in their game against Coffee. Houston County scored the last 24 points of the game after Coffee tied at 21-21 in the third quarter. Austin Stinson for Houston had 142 yards, touchdown on 11 carries, caught 6 passes for 77. Ryan Maxwell, 21-29 for 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. MJ Mathis, 3 receptions, 77 yards, and threw a 20-yard TD pass to Stinson. What you'll see here is some big plays from Coffee, to be honest with you, because this is some of the stuff from the first half. They did not post second half highlights.
I didn't have one.
Well, I mean, this was for Houston. This was for Houston. But the main thing to notice here, their secondary very long and lean. They look a lot like us. Linebackers extremely athletic.
9 is one of those linebackers he was talking about.
He reminds me of the kid from Thomasville.
Yeah.
44.
Yeah.
And this is the quarterback, Ryan Maxwell, who is sophomore and having a fantastic season. In fact, he has thrown, let me see if I can get to my stats here.
It's like 1,600 yards.
He's thrown for 1,766 yards. He leads the region in passing. And Coffee played them tough, though. And I give credit to the Trojans because they were picked to get blown out of that game. And it ended up 45-21, but again, it was 21-21 in the third quarter.
Well, there for a little bit, we were looking at each other like, oh, here we go,
Well, you're going to see one of the touchdowns that Coffee gets here in a minute is off of a blocked punt, which is a little bit interesting.
And that happened in the very beginning almost.
Yeah,
They're getting to the quarterback. So
Well, he's got negative 50 rushing yards on the season, which means he's getting sacked a lot.
Here's your punt. Punter just takes a little too long getting it off. Goes into the end zone, and Coffee jumps on it. So there may be some opportunities, special team-wise, just saying. But the quarterback, the thing that Ryan Maxwell is doing, and I think Coach alluded to this, he is getting rid of the ball so quickly. With A.J. Hill, who graduated last year, who's now playing for Memphis State, they put so much on him. It was one of those things where if you could stop him, you stopped him. But not with this team. Here's the running back. This is 23 running through there. And, again,
Caleb or
if he gets an opening, that's Colin Anderson.
Okay.
He gets an opening, it's over with. You're
What
not going to
class
catch
is
him.
he? You know?
I do not know.
Did he play against us last year?
That was Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor
There was
the-
two of them,
Yeah,
though.
but he was one of them.
He must have been the
Okay.
second one, yeah.
I mean, last year they run it pretty good on
Yeah.
us, though, because we anticipated the pass a little bit.
Yeah, Taylor graduated, but still very, very talented. They are averaging about 45 points a game, giving up about 14 or so. And if you look at the comparison of the polls or comparison of just the two teams,
you just can't. You really can't.
well, we've got it right here.
Well, I mean, you can look at it, but
Well,
you really can't. You really can't. I mean, you're looking. Look here.
Well, one of the things that jumps
If
out
you
is
look at the passing.
the number of attempts.
You're
Yeah.
talking about a kid that's played about 4.5 games to somebody that's probably played
7.5
games.
Yeah.
The rushing attack is
Is
like
another thing.
It's like a mirror, though, really, because as far as like the attempts and yardage they have, it's pretty similar to ours. It's on the rushing
It is
side,
actually,
but
which is weird.
yeah, it's weird.
But
Now I looked at some stats too. Houston they heavily run the ball more than they pass
Yep.
too. So which is
Okay, Houston.
which is
Well,
kind of weird historically. I
And
guess,
Jacob's saying that Alston, if Stinson is the starter, he's only picked up 263 yards for the season. Anderson's pushing right at 860. And if Anderson's the backup, that's scary. He's averaging 11 yards a carry. Stinson's averaging about 7, and Stinson has 2 touchdowns. Colin Anderson has 8. So anyway, that may be what the deal is there. The Stinson may have gotten hurt
That's
early
what he's
on.
saying, yeah.
Entirely possible.
Well, see here, that's the other thing. There is you can see the attempts there are close.
Yeah. Deuce has.
But if you'll look down here, we've got our other backs
Yeah.
don't have hardly any carries.
Well, that's where I'm headed
So-
here. Deuce, of course, now is leading the region with 816 rushing yards. Anderson, they're
916.
or 916. Anderson has 859 for them. Jordan McNeil now has scooted up. He's got 363 yards on the season. But then they've got Stinson, Javian Durham, both of those around 250 or so yards. Passing wise, Maxwell for them 1,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, but 192 attempts. Jalen has 1,361 yards, 24 touchdowns, but 121, so 71 less attempts. Receiving-wise, M.J. Mathis, and that's number 2. He has 815 yards receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And how many touchdowns receiving now?
11.
Read that.
11.
Now that is something to watch for tomorrow night because they
Yep.
get you in the red zone. They're going to try to take a pop shot to him and get him one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, on the slant or something.
So-
He's got 11 touchdowns, so he's getting the ball in the red
Absolutely.
zone. He's getting targets.
So to give you a little bit of comparison and some perspective there, J.B. Watkins is our leading receiver with 490 yards. Mathis has 815. J.B. has 9 touchdowns. Mathis has 11. So, again, offensively, they got some threats. But I think we may be more balanced as far as the team stats are concerned. Thomas County Central with 1,824 rushing yards, 1,676 passing. Houston County has 1,503 rushing and 1,786 passing. So they statistically are a heavier passing team, although they may be running the ball more.
Yeah.
But Thomas County Central right now leads the region with 3,500 total yards, averaging 9.3 yards per pop. Houston County has 3,289, so about 250 yards, negligible. But they are averaging about 7.6 yards per pop.
So that kind of tells me on the stats, though, is that they're running the ball to set up the deep shot throwing.
Must
Because
be.
they've got way less of throwing attempts than rushing attempts, and they've got way more yardage and passing.
Well,
So
and if you look at the individual stats too, you'll notice that the running backs are still getting the ball passing too. They're using some undercuts and checkdowns.
right, but yeah, just comparing passing and rushing attempts, though, like
Yeah,
the rushing
that's where
severely
you
outweighs
see-
the passing. Though.
Yep.
So that's what's telling me is they're using the run game to take shots at you deep whenever they get you on,
Yep.
3 or 4 run plays in a row.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Rogers was saying, that they will line up and kind of lull you to sleep a little bit with these little quick outs, running the ball, quick out, and then home run shot.
Yeah, 60 about around 60 more plays rushing the football than you have this year
Or 60 more total.
total.
Yeah.
And then you're
rushing the
about
ball.
30 on the passing side too.
Yeah, they've got 20 more, actually 18 more rushing attempts than we do, and about
I'm sorry, I had them flipped.
30
Sorry.
more passing attempts. So they have run more plays, but we've gotten more yards.
But
so
the
that's
one
a good
thing we ain't seen in that is the defensive statistics. And when you look at those,
Oh, I
the
see.
amount of tackles they're having to make means one of two things: they're on the field a lot, or they're playing on their heels a lot
Or both.
defensively. And their linebackers have got like 70-something tackles.
Well, I think
Ours
though,
have 35.
most people are
Well,
trying.
they're only playing a half.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm
still,
saying.
I mean, if you're off the field more, you're going to get less tackles,
Yeah.
too. That's what we were talking about today, too. It's like, the stats show you on the defensive side of the ball, if you've got people in the 40s and 50s while we're in the 20s and 30s,
Yep.
yeah, you're on the field a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a lot more tackles, but
Yep.
yeah, you're on the field for the wrong reason.
I think what you've got there are people trying to run the ball to keep their offense off of the field.
that, too.
Yeah, that too.
But you've also got a rotation with us that you don't have with a lot of other people.
Right. True.
Yeah, our depth is
It's silly.
pretty good.
Tomorrow night, the noise, the sound inside the stadium has been a thing since we started talking about this game. And Coach Rogers was on Georgia Public Television on their weekly podcast, high school football podcast, and he talked about the horns and this particular game. And we've got that clip from Georgia Public Television.
It's
So let's see.
important to put that blue and gold on to a ton of kids up here, and so that makes it special. And then our 12th man, I mean, just the Jacket Nation. I mean, when you get rules made up for you, then you know you're doing something
Yes.
right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you are doing something right. And so really proud of them.
Vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzela.
We were trying to Vuvuzelas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
I still ain't even learned how to say it.
I know.
I just
He's
call it
always-
horn.
Literally, it is the long plastic horn that we first heard in
you'll see.
the World Cup in South Africa.
That's right.
And it is a noisemaker that is beyond compare. You can't. There is
But
no.
don't it sound like a swarm of yellow jackets?
A little bit.
It's-
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
buzz?
see, yeah,
A little buzz.
A little
yes,
buzz?
yeah.
Come on, you gotta give it to me.
2023
Yeah.
state championship. I did a sideline hit about it because they snuck them in to Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Miss Jones said he
Listen,
get caught,
Coach,
y'all.
you remember that? They were there. They were present.
Karen
We
Jones.
talked about it.
So Coach Rogers told us, hey, when the game kicks off, not only are we going to outnumber all the fans, but we're also going to be louder than everyone else and everywhere else we've ever played. So the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you guys, it is not an away game. And let me tell you, it is loud down here. It literally sounds like Yellow Jackets are buzzing all through this house.
Oh,
There's
maybe
Karen
they
Jones.
are. There they are. They're the culprits right there.
When one of your assistant principals is the one leading the charges with the horns, that tells you something. But that's cool, and we appreciate the folks at Georgia Public Television having Coach Rogers on to talk about the game and talk about the tradition here. So it sounds like horns 1A, cowbells 1B. I've seen people that are making shakers with the rocks in them and so forth. I mean, I think we're going to have a little bit of everything out there. And the fact that Houston is bringing their own noisemakers, this has the potential to be really cool. Looking forward to it.
And there's no reason you can't do two things at once. Right?
Absolutely, 1,000%, 1,000%. So bring the horns, bring your cowbells, and whatever else you got. That's going to be a real good battle there between the fans. Brian, playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about what happens now. Of course, if Thomas County Central wins this game, we are the region champions. It's over.
Yeah. A lot of people ask why. Here's the deal. Even though you got a region game to go, you hold tiebreakers over all the other region leaders, Lee, Houston. So that's why you would be region champ over this game, even if you were to drop against Coffee.
If by some chance Houston wins it, then we will have, if Lee beats Houston next week, then you've got a three-way tie.
Yeah.
But if by some chance Houston were to beat Lee next week, then Houston's going to be the region champion.
You're number 2.
And you'd be number 2.
Yeah.
So to go one step further, why it's so important is if we were in next year and we win tomorrow night, we're automatic one of the 8 top seeds.
Right.
Yep.
That will be seeded I guess, by
Accordingly.
strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Through
your
the-
opponents.
and your record.
Through the
and your
formula.
opponents.
The formula, yeah.
So that would make it to where you would possibly never have to leave
Until
home.
the dome.
If you look at us right now, the way we're on the polls and other formula-based stuff, we would be the number 1 overall seed in 5A as a region champ. You'll win out. And that would mean you would never have to worry about being on the road.
A
the whole time.
flip, no coin flips, nothing.
No.
So tell us, first round.
Yeah.
Who are we playing? Did we decide?
It was Region 6.
6. Okay. Tell us about that.
Current region
Just
leader.
so you guys know.
Yeah. Current region leader Sequoia could win the region with a win and Sprayberry lost Friday. They're not playing Sprayberry. Sprayberry would have to lose. They need to win the game they're playing. Sprayberry could win the region while sitting number 2 by winning out, and Sequoia losing one of its 2 final games. Both have regional losses, but Sequoia has the head-to-head.
Okay.
Creekview, while sitting number 3, currently tied by record for region championship, 4-1. All 3 top seeds have a 4-1 region record. They sit 3rd since they haven't played head-to-head over Sprayberry or the other team. Creekview could win the region title by winning out, which would mean they could have to beat Sprayberry and Sequoia. So Creekview could still be in play for it to go from a 3 to a 1. Just depends on how they win out.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Tomorrow night, after everything's done, we will have a better picture as far as region championships go and seeding.
Well, let me make sure that I didn't hear this right in one of our earlier shows. I thought that that we would be going to the point system after the season.
That's next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll play a regular
Yes, regular playoffs
this year.
Yep.
For instance,
Nothing's different.
how Coffee's getting in this year, right now as they sit, unless they were to upset somebody, they would not be getting in the playoffs because of what the formula would have them out. So,
But they still could, them or veterans, depending on what happens there, could get in this year.
Okay.
But they might not next year. Probably wouldn't, actually.
based on because Coffee has 3 wins, the record of their 3 wins is like 1-21.
Yeah.
So those aren't valuable wins.
They got the gimmies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quality wins, I guess is the way to put it. Now, that's a good question. Ashley Sal was asking if we win the region, is a trip downtown to the Bricks correct? I thought we just did that for the Thomasville games. I don't remember us doing it for region championships.
Well, we could make sure they knew it was blue, you know.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
Now Felix Horn says yes, but I don't remember that. But we'll find out. So just kind of keep that.
I'm all about it.
You can advocate to start it, I guess.
Yeah, just keep that on your radar.
We won the region at 23. We won it at home, didn't we?
Against we were on the road.
No. Yeah, we won it up
Northside
at
was
Northside.
22. Northside was 22.
But I don't think.
No, yeah, because we beat Coffee that last. We beat Coffee that last
Chris
game.
that's
said
right.
city, region, and state.
Okay.
We went downtown.
All right. So all the Jacket Nation speaking up. So okay, there you go.
We didn't do it in 22 because we had to beat Northside up there.
That's
in the
right.
region
That's
championship.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That works for me. I don't have a problem with that. Not a bit. So keep that on the radar as well.
Yeah.
Now, Coffee last year was the first time we ever played Coffee in a while.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah, it was a
23.
different-
23 must have been a situation like we're in now, but we had to go to Houston or something.
Because last year
We
it
did.
didn't
We
matter.
beat
'cause we-
Houston up there.
On Saturday.
Oh, was that the Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, that's
Saturday.
right. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, that was last year.
Sean Badillo says he saw you at Rancho Grande yesterday. Did you break the steak and ate your steak already? Because otherwise it won't go toward.
Did he
lunch.
break the streak?
Break the streak. Okay, that
Did
too.
he break the steak and
he
eat the
broke
steak?
the steak. He
Well,
broke
I'll
it
break
down.
the steak.
Yep.
Get out of rake.
Yeah.
23.
We beat Lee for region. We beat
That's
them here
right.
on our field
And see, last year we got beat by Lee.
up there.
That's right, because we used to
Yeah.
play Hoko before
Yep.
we played lead the whole
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah.
All right, now we're caught up.
Yeah.
We're good.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's why we're all doing this. I mean, everybody's figuring it out as we go. If you're watching on Facebook, share the video because we got a little while to go here. We got some other stuff to go over. We got the picks that we got to do.
Yep.
Bryce Young's special picks, and we'll see where everybody's sitting as far as the region or the season picks are concerned. Casey, do you have the composite state ranking there? Let's pull that up real quick. We'll take a look. You got 6A up top, of course, and interesting there is Valdosta, Colquitt, and Lowndes all in the top 10. But in Class 5A, Thomas County Central, except for the AJC and the Maxwell rankings, are ranked number 1. Langston Hughes is ranked number 1 in both of those. So it's kind of back and forth between the two of them. But Houston County down at number 4, they continually climb. They really, in reality, in my opinion, should be ranked number 3 because Gainesville has lost a game. Houston County is undefeated. For some reason, again, in those Maxwell rankings, they are at number 7. I don't know why. Of course, we all know how that works with the North Georgia folks. There's a little bit more emphasis on those teams up there in the backyard, in their backyard, because they're going to sell more newspapers and have more clicks from those folks than they'll get down here.
A newspaper.
Yeah, the AJC.
It's still in paper.
Yeah, well, I think they're stopping printing it, but they still are a newspaper, quote unquote. Is
Figure of speech, Brian.
Going to be virtual.
A news site.
But in my opinion, you look at that, and Houston County has a definite argument for being the number 3 team in the state. I don't think there's any question.
Yeah. And a big game too. Number 3 Gainesville and 5 Roswell are going to be playing tomorrow. Too.
Yep. And that,
Gainesville wins that, they're the region champs.
Yep. And Lee County, as you see, still 7. Rome 8. Sequoia 9. Sprayberry there at 10. But huge game. Any way you cut it. Now, as far as the national rankings are concerned, Thomas County Central is ranked 63 in High School Football America in its 300 national rankings. Max Preps has his 42nd, and we are 11th in the Massey rankings. Appreciate that, Casey.
Hey.
Yeah,
And then
you can bump us up a little higher. But
He said we win this weekend, we'll be in the top 10. He said he's got us.
And then the on 3 rankings were 33rd. So basically, depending on which one you're looking at, we're solidly in the top 50. And that's pretty sporty now. That's pretty sporty. Let's talk about volleyball. We need to mention that their season came to an end. And, Jamie, that was a lot of fun to watch. Now, those girls had a special season.
Absolutely.
Ran into a Creekview team the other day that just had just a little bit more.
Or Northgate.
Northgate, that's right.
Northgate.
They played Creekview in the first round.
That's
right.
And we got off to such a good start. We won that first match, and they equaled us.
Yep.
In the second game, we beat them, and it came down to that last
third set tiebreaker,
game
basically.
5, which you only
get the 15.
Get the 15 points, and man, we kind of, I think we pressed a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you could tell our girls were pressing a little bit, and
thinking into 15-11.
Yeah, just couldn't pull it out. But man, our girls had a great season. I don't think they lost, but
3 games,
5 sets all year.
Yeah, three total games. Yeah,
but man, what a great year.
Yeah, no doubt
for our volleyball team, and we had a few seniors, but a lot of underclassmen in there too. So.
Yeah. A lot of fun to watch, though, man.
Coach done a great job.
That is a lot of fun to watch. But congratulations to the team, to the coaches.
Yep.
And thanks to all the fans, man. The games that I went to, very well attended.
And loud, man.
My gosh, and that little old gym, you get a couple hundred folks in there, that place is rocking.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it.
Yep, no doubt.
It was awesome.
A lot of fun. Another thing that we want to mention, early voting has started. And for you folks in the county, the eSplosh is on the ballot, and that is very, very important for the county and the city systems. Just make sure you go vote. It's the main thing. And I think we got a little PSA
So why do
here.
quality schools matter to our community?
We're turning out good citizens who will be, in the future, good leaders. In the future, they'll be good husbands and wives. In the future, they'll be good parents, all of which contribute to the quality of life in the city of Thomasville and Thomas County.
The eSplosh is exclusively to improve the infrastructure and technology for our schools.
The good thing that our community has done for us, not only to help our students be the best, but by helping our students be the best, other people have seen what our community and citizens are providing for our children, and they want their children to be a part of it.
Yep.
Early voting for eSplosh is underway. Make sure to have your voice heard and go vote on November 4.
Yeah, that's very important. So just make sure you get out there and vote, and we appreciate everybody's support on that. No question about it. Very important. Let's see here. Curious to get the group's take. If Hoco pulls off the upset, who is their factor to watch out for, something Central fans might be overlooking? To me, I think getting to the quarterback is going to be a key. Ryan Maxwell, who's a sophomore, I don't know that he has seen a defense like he's going to see tomorrow night. The closest game they have had this season, in Game 4, they played Perry and won it 12-7. But every other game they've played, they've won pretty solid. But I don't think, again, he has seen the type of team speed and physicality that he's going to see tomorrow night. If we can rattle him a little bit, I think that's going to be a big key. Now, Coach Rogers, as you heard him earlier say in Harlan, he thinks that Mathis, the wide receiver, is probably the straw that stirs the whole drink for their offense. But to me, our mode of playing defense, being able to get to that quarterback is going to be a key.
That's what I'm thinking, too. I'm thinking, along with that, too, we're stating, I'm going to say obvious, but not letting it get behind you, honestly. On passes, just keep it in front of you like Coach was saying.
Tackle in space.
And then make the tackle whenever it's underneath you.
Absolutely.
I think that they will sell out and try not to let us run on their defense.
Yep.
I think they will sell out on that, which means our wide receivers have got to have a good day against their defensive backs.
Yep.
Find space, get open. That, to me, that's going to be kind of determined on that side of the ball because, like I said, their turnover margin's really, really good. They got a couple of defensive linemen with picks.
I think our offensive scheme is going to work for us in the favor against their defensive game plan because they're going to want to come down and put a hat on you. And
they're going to have to.
We've got a lot of plays that can confuse you and make you think we're going to do that, but we're not.
Well, if they want to concentrate on stopping the run, then I'll say this: Gary Pringle may be the X factor to keep an eye on as far as our offense is concerned.
I guarantee he's going to get the ball.
Jacob Carlton says that Austin Stinson's back, a guy with SEC offers. Yep, I can see that. Let's see, what was the other one? Shout out to Thomasville softball. Lady Dogs upset the number 1 seed to advance to Columbus to Elite 8. Hey, not bad at all.
Yep.
Let's see here. Sean says missed Coach Rogers a few minutes back. MJ Mathis, the receiver. And it's a matter of us disrupting what they do offensively with what we do defensively. And I just don't think that they've seen the defensive pursuit that we are going to be bringing. It is senior night, and that is very important. Man, what a group of seniors.
Last home game of the regular season.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Here we are.
Yep.
And, of course, next week is the last game of the regular season. But anyway, but the band will be honored, broadcasting kids, cheerleaders, and then the senior football players. And we also have the next inductees into the Thomas County Sports Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good group. Bill Jackson, which is a name that, to be honest with you, I had never heard before. But Dr. Jimmy Clanton, who helps us with our committee work with trying to determine what we're doing with the Hall of Fame stuff, he mentioned him back in the summer. Bill Jackson was an All-American. He set 2 state records on our state championship track teams back in the mid-'60s, which I didn't know that we had, but we did. He broke 2 state records, got a full scholarship to Florida State, and was the team captain at FSU, graduated in 71. And here's what's crazy. He went into the military and was in the military until 1996, retired like as a second lieutenant, second colonel, something other. But then he went back and finished his degree work and was hired as an assistant athletic director at Auburn University and was there for almost 30 years.
He's got a resume.
You ain't kidding now, as long as the table is. and it's one of those folks that I'm just so thankful that we are doing this because otherwise I never even would have heard of him. But he is being honored tomorrow night. You've got Charles Barnes and Keith Singletary. Charles was the first high school All-American football player we ever had here. And Keith, fantastic player. Both of them on offense and defense never came off the field. They played offense, defense, and special teams. Both of them went to Florida State, part of the first group that Bobby Bowden ever signed as the head coach at Florida State.
Yep.
And both of them, Keith was the kicker. In fact, he was the kicker for them as their place kicker. And Charles was a big offensive tackle, played for him for a couple of years. 2 fantastic athletes from our past. And, again, those 2 guys. And then the last person to wear number 10, Paul Miranda, who had perhaps arguably the biggest play in Yellow Jacket football history.
Yep.
The long pass there in double overtime to end the Stevens County game, which led us to be able to play for the 92 state championship. Paul was an all-state player for us 2 years, his junior and senior year in 93, and went on to an all-American career at Central Florida.
UCF.
And then a professional career with the Colts and the Seahawks, and that pretty much speaks for itself.
Yep.
But those will be the 4 that are getting honored tomorrow night, and that's pretty dang sporty.
Jacob Carlton said, looks like Cam Brooks and the 6'7" offensive lineman for Houston will be dueling tomorrow night.
That'll be fun to watch.
I just hope he's got quick feet.
You talking about the guy for Houston?
Yes.
He better have something. Yeah, that'll be fun to
Cam
watch.
might can duck under him.
Yeah, right. That'll happen often, yeah.
Yeah, you got a point. Casey, give us an update on the building.
Yeah.
We're kind of in the short rows now.
We are in the short rows. We get fire inspection on Monday. And let's hope, all that passes. I mean, it's a big building.
For a temporary OC,
For
right?
a temporary,
Right,
yeah. Talked to Rogers today. They're probably not going to move it till after Christmas break just because we're so late in the season. But the field's ready. The indoor field, not the 2 outdoors. Those will be done once main construction's done. They're getting all the dividers up to be able to separate the field into sections for PE classes or whatever they want to use it for.
Basically like big curtains.
Yeah, they're giant curtains to divide the field up in not quite thirds, but too big in one little area. They're getting some of the weight equipment. Floors are being finished up. Electrical is being finished up. It's we are in the very much short rows. We started putting in the technology this week.
What about the elevator?
The elevator is functioning, and it is working. It has
Well, I will tell you,
CO.
Casey walked me through it the other day, and it's the first time I've walked through it where I felt like I really had a big picture view of how the whole thing was going to be.
Yep, it's very close for us to
nice.
start getting all the minute details done, get all the technology in. Sound systems are rocking.
No, they
got
work.
To hear them this
Ain't
week.
no question about that.
So we're in the short rows of this. I know there is a plan to do a little open house, but it'll be sometime after the first of the year so that we have time to get all the furniture in, get the place clean and spotless, and make sure it's it's on
right.
point for the county.
And here's the thing, and I've been asked several times in the past couple of weeks about what's the holdup? What's the holdup? When you've got a building this large,
you're building a building of the original square footage of the high school.
Normal construction is what takes so long.
Man, you are talking so many details.
The amount of people you got to manage to make sure
that
it's
have
right.
to be, and you want it right. That's the thing about it. You don't want to rush it.
Point of not doing it
the
right.
insane part is this close and this short amount of time, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
because this should be at least a 2-year thing, in my opinion. It takes a long time for everything to collaborate together and work right.
Technically, for this project, we're on year 2.5 because the parking lot was stage 1.
Well,
and then you have the building that came on. But yeah, you're talking about the entire building is taking will be just over a year.
From the start of a slab,
that's
from
right.
where it's
from
at
the first
now.
pour to now.
Well,
pretty sweet now.
That's quick.
I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, when you get a chance to see, oh my gosh, it is going to be a showcase.
The wait.
Well, something I wanted to show off last week, and like a dummy, totally forgot. We had a really cool thing donated to what we're going to be showing off in some of the memorabilia that we've talked about so many times on here. If you've got the America's Game Program thing, Casey.
I'll have to find it. I did not.
It
save
should.
It.
Okay. We had a game program from the 1961 season.
I think you shared a program last week.
Did I put it on?
I think so.
Well, we'll show it again. It ain't going to hurt a thing.
No,
but this is what's really cool is the roster. And that's one of the things that I wanted to pull up because some of the names on there, everybody's going to go, yep, I recognize those names. And I've said it so many times. There's the roster right there. Check that out. You've got Jimmy Dollar, Eddie Young. There's Randy Cox, Finney, Jimmy Clanton, Johnny Rickert, Vic, Jeff Willis was a big old. And notice this. I think the biggest guy on this whole thing was Doug Roddenberry. He weighed 183 pounds. He was the biggest guy on the whole team. Yep.
You had
Doyle Jones at 185.
There you go.
He was a freshman too.
Giants. Hey. Giants. There's look at the center of that thing. Gives you all the ref signals down at the bottom.
And all that.
We need to make programs like that. That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool, yeah.
Do you have the cover? Did you have the cover of it?
Cover of the Rolling Stone.
That's it. Yeah. And Jim, we mentioned about the lady dog softball team earlier. We appreciate that for them too. That's big news. But that's kind of cool. That's one of those things that we'll be showing off in the memorabilia section. And all of the Hall of Fame videos that we have done that have been shown at the stadium, they will be shown on screens in the hallways that'll be looping. So as you walk through, you'll be seeing and learning about all of those folks that have been inducted into the County Schools Hall of Fame.
So it's in the short rows. We're ready for it. Trust me, us as a staff is ready for it, so that when it can be done, but we're ready to see it.
And I'm going to show you guys something, a world premiere here, world debut. This will be arriving this week. If you've got the look.
That's the Maxwell? Or the Heisman?
That is the Heisman Trophy. Look there.
Oh, yeah.
The Heisman Memorial, Charlie Ward. And that will be displayed alongside the Davy O'Brien Award. There's a still image of it. That will be displayed alongside the Davy O'Brien Award, which will be displayed in the lobby of that building. Now, again, I want to ask anybody in this nation, anybody, what other high school is going to have that type of thing displayed on their campus? Anybody. Nobody. I can tell you.
Also, I did find
Special.
out when we start next year, tickets will be sold out of that building.
Okay, cool.
So that you don't have to go into the main high school to get tickets.
Yep, that's cool.
So
that's
we'll be able
good.
to do it from
That's
the
good.
front lobby.
We thank Dairy Queen one more time. Appreciate Dairy Queen sponsoring our show, making it possible for us to be here.
Empty Blizzard Cup.
I'll lift
you up easy now.
And also Linda Pearson, who has sent a bag of special cookies for tonight. These are Butterfinger Toffee that she has made. Her and her husband Richard are going out of town tomorrow, so she went ahead and brought the cookies early, which I know we're not going to complain about that.
Absolutely not.
They just got to make sure you make it till tomorrow.
And I got
to say tomorrow night. I don't know what
That's
happened.
what I'm gonna complain about when they don't make it tomorrow night.
I don't know what happened.
And Lakeisha,
Hey, I know
you're
where
right.
safe is. We can go lock it up real quick.
At Lakeisha Jeanette, you're right. There's nobody who's going to have that type of thing to show off. But here's the other part of the story I wanted to share with you that I think you guys will appreciate. Charles Barnes, who's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame tomorrow night, comes by for me to give him his shirt. And I give it to him, and he said, "Where are you boys eating tomorrow night?" And I said, "We're going to be eating at Woodstack, which you guys are more than welcome to come join us about 5 o'clock.
Good stuff.
And he said, "What you having for dessert?" I said, "Well, we normally don't get dessert." I said, "But they have like peach cobbler and stuff. I got something for you." He has baked a sour cream pound cake.
Heck yeah, I'm here.
That I have that we're going to be cutting into. We're going to be waddling out of doggone Woodstack by the time we get finished
Look, I
eating
have the
tomorrow night.
function tomorrow night.
Golly, everybody's going to want to go get a nap before we come to the stadium.
Right.
And I can tell you, Charles can cook. I've had his pound cakes before. My
guess I'm
gosh!
gonna get a
I
couple.
tell you
I'm
what,
gonna get a couple.
I think every football season, I get the football 15. I get 15 extra pounds every season. Good
The
Lord.
football 15, I like it.
Look, I'm gaining that plus.
While you were on the subject of Charlie.
Oh,
and
yeah, we
Heisman,
need to mention this.
Charlie's getting his basketball number retired Sunday.
From Florida State.
At Florida State.
Now, here's what's cool about it.
And this is the cool thing. There's only 2 players, Charlie Ward and Jackie Robinson, that's in college that's had multiple jerseys retired.
And Jackie Robinson was at UCLA, of course,
Yep.
and he was baseball, football, and basketball.
I think he's across all lines now over there.
And then Charlie, of course, will have his football and basketball jersey. But what's crazy about that is those are the only 2 in America.
Yep.
And Jackie Robinson was born in Cairo. Charlie Ward was born in Thomasville. So 15 miles apart from each other, the only 2 in America that have had multiple jerseys retired for multiple sports.
Is it safe to say it's just different in the South?
It's something in the water, man. I'm just telling you. Harlan says,
How about I say, yeah.
Harlan says he needs some medicinal cookies. Hey, you ain't kidding. That's the way we look at it. They're for medicinal purposes.
They're for you specifically.
For who?
You is what he said.
Now they're not just for me. No, I can
Oh, yeah,
promise
they
you.
are.
Yeah, they are.
Along with that mango.
That's right.
Well, hey, there you go. But anyway, tomorrow evening, if you guys don't have supper plans, Woodstack at 5 o'clock, and we'll have the. What are y'all doing?
Boy.
We'll have the pound cake there
Oh,
and some of Linda's special medicinal cookies.
I'm about to say, if Randy comes out with bloodshot eyes tomorrow, it was the game, I swear.
Tell me this before we get into Bryce's picks. How do you guys feel about this tomorrow night? We'll just go one by one.
I'm nervous.
Are you?
But I'm this
Well, you're
way
a dad
before all
too
the
now.
big games. So
You're a dad too now.
it needs to kick off.
Yeah.
It just needs to you need to get the first drive done and be.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it too. It's like, you're obviously nervous because it is a big game,
Yep.
but you'll know more about how nervous
Yeah.
you should be after a few drives.
Yeah.
I think this will be the funnest game of the year, probably.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the biggest for sure
Yeah.
of the regular season.
Yeah.
Brian?
I don't want to get into a scoring fest.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. Last year they had the most success they've ever had on our defense.
Mm-hmm.
We need to keep that in mind too. You know, even though they've had to change quarterback and all this kind of stuff, it is. They're hungry. They are hungry to beat us. And
They're more of a team this year than they
yes,
were last year.
We cannot forget that. Now, I don't think they've seen a defensive front like ours. I do not think that they have seen a running back like Deuce Lawrence. I don't think they've seen a quarterback like Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
That being said, we cannot beat ourselves.
Yeah.
We got to hold on to the football, something we have done exceptionally well this year. And like I said, for whatever reason, they are finding the football on defense.
Yeah.
We need to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Well, and I'll say this. I mean, if you go in there and play your game, you don't have to play above your head. Just play your game. And if they beat you, they're a better team.
Yeah.
And I can live with that. Just don't give it to them.
And to be fair, to your point too, this may be the best complete team we've seen.
It
as
is.
well.
Sure. It is.
So
it is. Jeanette says we got to have confidence, and we
I-
have
oh, yeah,
confidence in
I
our team.
Just don't
now.
have too much confidence.
I don't doubt any confidence, but as a former player, these games right here come along 2 or 3 times a season.
Well, and it's
This is
always
what-
1 or 2 plays.
I mean,
One or two
I
plays
feel
to
I
swing
feel
it.
the way right now when I run through the run through when I was playing Thomasville. I still feel that.
Let me answer this question about streaming. GPTV will not be there to stream that, but we will be streaming on.
What about ESPN?
they're in the parking lot.
We're telling everybody that. We're telling everybody that.
Look, I've heard this from several people. You go to fan.huddle.com. Make sure you find us and watch us. Do not do any links that were tagged in our Facebook.
Yeah, that happened
'Cause
this
that is-
morning.
that is
somebody
not
hacked the football page again.
That is not.
They will make a fake Facebook page that looks very identical to
Yeah.
the one. If you see the football page and all of a sudden it says that you could follow them, chances are likely it's a fake page.
That's right.
You probably already follow it. Happened this morning. Tagged everybody. Thomasville National Bank. They tagged everybody. And people started sharing it. So I had to report it. And I don't know if they finally took it down or what. But you got to watch that
watch it.
on Facebook.
This would have been this game would have been the best game for GPTV to come down and do it.
Well, I will tell
But
you.
I
what's-
don't understand why they will not leave Atlanta hardly.
Well, the reason people are asking about it, if you go back, and Obadiah Farley mentioned this early, the full interview, if you want to watch the full interview with Coach Rogers with the Georgia Public Television folks, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But they sounded like in that interview they were coming down here. In fact, she made the comment about John, and I can't remember his last name, that's their sideline guy, John Nelson, who does their sideline.
Yeah.
He said, well, John will be our sideline reporter who will be talking about your team. And we all, I kind of went, well, wait a minute, that's kind of weird. But I think she was just saying
because he does score
at
on
a
boards,
general game. I don't think he's saying at our
Yeah, well,
that
they're
specific
not coming
game.
to
but-
ours as far as I know because nobody's
They're not.
reached out
Yeah,
to me.
they would
They're
be
not.
pulling in trucks tonight.
Yeah, they're
Right.
not. They're not.
They haven't reached out to me, so it's probably not happening.
Yeah, they're not.
This will be the second time that we were mentioned as a top 5 football game in the country.
Yeah. The other one was Lee
First
County.
one was Lee. So,
Well-
second great opportunity to come south of Macon and show off some of our football down here instead of staying up there in Atlanta.
But that's a lot of work. I get it.
is.
I mean, it's a lot more work for them because it's an overnight trip twice.
It is.
Another commentator said the biggest game of the season since Buford built a game at the beginning of the year. That's entirely possible. I mean,
Yeah.
you start looking at the rankings, I don't think there's any question. And here's the other thing I want to say, too, to our folks. Ken Hortman says 41-21. I would take that.
42-21.
42-21.
Maybe
Don't
closer than
if
that,
if
but yeah.
it's I was going to say, Casey, if it's a close game, don't sit there and think, well, we just must not be very good. We need a
We need a
test.
good
we
good
need
dog
somebody
fight.
to come in here and push back because think about it this way. Only one game that we have played has not had a running clock after halftime. Only one, and that was the Lee County game. That's not going to happen in every game. So don't be disappointed if that doesn't happen in this game. This probably is going to be tight, and a couple of plays will make or break it. We weren't on the top 5 GPB games of the week. That's not a shock. Again, it's
They
all.
probably had Sacagawea and Sacagawea. I mean,
Let me tell you, I looked through the games
Who?
this week.
yeah.
Sacagawea? Oh, well, doggone. Not old Sacagawea.
I looked through all the
Lewis and
games
Clark.
this week. There is no way we're not
We,
top 5.
we can't make the top 5 in the GP.
That one. The gross national product.
But the national on the national stage we're 5.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, they were like,
Explain that.
They were like, well, this is obviously. They were like, well, this one's bigger than just Georgia's. So that we're just going to not even bring this one up. Yeah.
Well,
I think we're the only undefeateds playing in Georgia this week.
Yeah,
I think.
it is. It is. But that's not a shock because you got to understand now, for Georgia Public Television to come from Atlanta down here to do a game, they would have to. It would be 2 nights.
But our kids are just as special as theirs.
Oh, I agree, and they'll get their chance. They'll get their chance.
A lot of our taxes go to Atlanta too.
Truth.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'd love for them to come down here and chip in some of that splosh.
That too. Yes. Or as folks in the community have heard something, the splosh. The splosh.
What's that squash tax?
It's when you jump in the pool, it's a splosh.
Watch out! Don't get it on you.
Hey, can you explain the difference between the two? Because there's people that have asked me the difference between splosh and e-splosh.
Splost is for infrastructure inside the city and county for roads and that sort of thing. E-splost is
for online
education.
E is for education only, for buildings, technology improvements, and that sort of thing. It can't be used for any salaries or any of that stuff. But splost, the general splost, is not for the schools. That is for all of the stuff that goes on inside the city and county government.
So e-splosh is very
education.
important to know the
It's specific for education.
And this vote is not to pay for the building.
No.
This vote is to continue the tax that we've had for 20 years.
Almost
right?
30 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. This is not a tax increase. It's not.
Yes.
And there's folks online, vote no for the tax increase. It's not a tax increase. It's the same thing. It's been here for 30 years. It's the same
And it's
thing.
very important to
here's
be
the
able
thing.
to operate our schools.
There is no fair system of taxation. It does not exist except for sales tax, because the more you spend, the more you're taxed.
Yep.
And with this thing, instead of the burden falling on us as citizens in Thomas County
entirely
to shoulder the load to help keep our schools afloat, everybody that spends $1, a penny of it goes toward our
Anybody that
schools.
comes out of town to play us in football spends it.
Yep, and they're helping,
Yep.
whether they want
So,
to or not.
anybody out
Just
of
saying.
town or not.
But
Just saying.
here's the bottom line, too, and this is what I said in my column this last week.
Yep.
If you want to attract quality young families to this community, or keep on doing that, and if you want to keep good families here, you better have good schools.
Yep.
Because if I'm a young family with kids, that's the first consideration that I've got about whether or not I'm moving into a community.
And we're blessed to have 3.
Same thing.
Yeah,
I get
we
it.
are blessed to have 3.
Yeah, we are very
Private
blessed.
schools,
But what you don't want to do is pull support from those schools. That would just be counterintuitive.
There's a reason people are moving here just to go to the 2 school systems we have
No question.
in this county.
No
There's
question.
a reason for that, and this is a contributor to that reason.
Lakeisha Esther is asking for everybody that's watching, drop your predictions. And so you might as well. And
Drop 'em.
Robert Gear's already got 42-20, HOCO. So if you guys want to, go ahead and put them up there and tell us what you think the score is going to be. And Bryce,
ready?
peak-wise, here we go now.
42 TCC, 30 HOCO.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have.
That's probably more reasonable, probably.
I think we have some pretty similar opinions on this one. Coffee at Veterans.
I'm going coffee.
Coffee.
I think you have to go coffee.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
So.
coffee.
Stir it.
Yeah, they won't be decaf. Lakeisha, Tim Watkins, 56-7. Tim Watkins.
Nah,
Woo!
I hear you, Tim.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
but I don't see it.
Yeah,
All
I'm with
right.
you.
Lovejoy at Northgate.
And mind you, if Lovejoy wins that game, they'll be playing Hughes for the region championship the following week.
Yeah, I'm going Northgate.
I'm going Northgate.
I am as well.
Northgate.
Northgate.
45-25, is that what?
25,
45-24, Heather
yeah.
says.
We're just gonna have to start doing a little more college stuff. We got
38,
different
14,
opinions on that. This
Yeah.
not so much, but all right.
It's that time of year.
Camden at Colquitt. Camden, I think, has lost to
Last
Valdosta,
3.
Yeah, they-
Lowndes, and Richmond
Yeah.
Hill, I believe.
Colquitt.
Colquitt.
Got to go Colquitt.
And Colquitt just beat Valdosta.
And they just got Jay Lamar back, too.
The Packers.
They got, he's back.
The team voted, coaches voted, they voted him back.
Okay.
So he's back on the squad.
Taylor his score is probably closer to what it's
48,
48
42.
42.
Ooh, I won't make it
I don't
through
think
that
we'll
one.
get that high, but
Ranson Truman, what a great name. 24-22 TCC. Jay Dennis 48-21. Okay.
All right, here's where we may
Obadiah
differ.
56-14. Okay.
Roswell at Gainesville. I think they're both one-loss teams.
They
I'm
are.
going Gainesville.
I am.
Yeah,
as
Nesbitt's
well.
a good coach.
I am as well.
And it is in Gainesville. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going with Gainesville.
I'm going Roswell just to be different for
Okay.
once.
Good.
Hey, Casey said go Roswell, so I'm going Roswell.
Okay.
Okay.
Go Roswell. 42-17.
Did they have an Area 51?
Crystal Hester.
All right. Here's a curveball for you. Two of them, actually. Number 15, Missouri at number 10, Vanderbilt. Switching
Vandy.
college.
Hey, I'm going Vandy.
You don't think Drinkowitz will get it done?
No,
No,
Vandy's
it's
good.
Vandy.
Vandy's good, man.
Did I pick
Lawrence James
Vanderbilt
says-
last week?
Says Central by 20.
I thought I picked.
You did not. You picked LSU.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
You know what? I picked the Tigers last week. Why not pick them 2 weeks in a row to lose twice? That's fine.
I'm going Vandy.
You're taking Missouri.
I'm taking Missouri.
Who you picking, Casey?
Vandy.
Vandy. Who you got, Bryce?
I'm taking Vanderbilt.
You
I'm
picking Missouri?
riding with them.
Jamie? Did you go Missouri?
Missouri.
38-21 Thomas County Central, Jeanette Sloan, Lawrence James Central by 20. So what are the results so far as you're trying to punch all that in? I'm just curious where everybody stands.
Yeah, so it actually tightened back up. I'm going to lead 24-13. You and Jamie are tied 23-14. Brian's 22-15.
Wow.
So we're all within 2 games of each other.
Okay.
Casey missed the first few weeks, so
Right.
but he would be right in there because last week he was tied for he was 4-2 with you for being lead last
Okay,
week.
cool.
So
Yeah, Robert Gear says, make the right prediction. Randy will buy you the next place. Possibly so. Possibly
I
so.
won me some gas doing that one time.
I remember that many moons
thought you
ago.
been getting a blizzard.
But hey,
If I got guys from a blizzard.
but listen, Lakeisha, don't think you far fetched on your pick there because Cairo was coming to our place, and I called in and Randy said, "What's your prediction?"
This was
And I
way
said-
back. Now, this was way back. This
I
was
said
in the late
Central
80s.
gonna beat them 31-0.
That was-
Cairo was good.
That was
And man, them
97.
Cairo folks, boy, after that, I had to go hide. Guess what the score was?
31-0. That was 97. And what was crazy, I
was.
got in trouble with the Cairo folks because I was complimenting Coach Ralph Jones. And I said, man, that guy is one of the best coaches I've ever seen. I said, he could take 11 bales of hay and beat people. And they thought I was saying that Cairo was 11 bales of hay.
No,
And they
11
went
bales of pie straw.
They went nuts. Anyway.
all right, we got one more.
All right.
This is interesting. Number 3, Texas A&M at Death Valley.
Yeah.
Number 20, LSU.
I'm going LSU because
LSU.
they are backed into a corner.
I think Brian Kelly might be coaching for his job.
Yep, that's
I
exactly
think
right.
Vandy broke their spirit.
I don't.
Yeah,
well,
but you're
they
not-
are in Death Valley though.
You're
and
not
they-
going to walk
So
in there
that's
lightly either.
Yeah, I'm going LSU on that.
A&M's the
LSU.
last
Yeah.
undefeated team in the SEC, right?
Yep.
They were my dark horse for the SEC championship from day one.
Ole Miss was not on anybody's radar, I'll tell you that.
No.
But
right.
you know, it would not
You taking
surprise me
LSU?
one
Yeah.
bit for Texas A&M to go.
Oh, no,
that
no, no.
daggum coach is good.
He's
I'm
good.
going to take A&M. I'm going to take it.
Obadiah,
I am
he's
too.
asking if Tiff County can upset Valdosta. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think it. And Jay Dennis, I would love for us to play Roswell. We owe him something. Ryan McCorvey says 35-21 Thomas County Central.
I tell you,
I wouldn't have
we'd
a problem.
rename our stadium Area 51 if they come down here
Roswell.
because it's going to be a bad.
Guys, it is 8:30. What
Yeah.
are we doing?
I'll check my fantasy team NFL's playing right now. Checking out.
I got you.
Not very good. But
Thanks to Dairy Queen one more time. We appreciate
Absolutely.
them helping us out with the Blue Blizzard cups that were full of snickered
And not
dough.
only does Tommy help us with this, Tommy
Yeah.
helps us all the way across the board. If you ever go to his gas station on the corner across from Wendy's, there's one gas pump there that's got a TC on it.
Yep.
If you buy your gas at that pump, a percentage of that goes back into our booster program.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I had never mentioned that, but I try to get my gas there.
You'll see it. It's
Well,
right
we-
on the corner.
Well,
I
we
think
can
it's
gas in
about-
Thomasville. I think it was pump number 12. I
It's
think.
right across
It's
from
the
the air pump.
cornermost. It's
Yeah.
the
Air pump.
cornermost from
Yeah.
Wendy's.
But he's had it for what? This is,
This is
second
about
year or
three.
so?
This is about 4 years,
Yeah, I
probably.
was going to say since Coach
Might be.
Rogers
But
got here.
Yeah.
you'll see the TC, and
It's
and
on the gas pump.
Yeah, he's always gave a percentage back if we'll just buy our gas there. Just something small that goes back into the coffers.
Well, the
there.
fact that he's willing to do that, I mean, it's just awfully cool.
Above all the stuff that he already
that's
does.
right.
He's just a very generous man.
Well, let's thank all of the folks that watched tonight, first off.
Absolutely.
And I want to tell you guys that we will be on the air with the tailgate show at 5:30 tomorrow night. Now, the Hall of Fame thing, I've been told, Casey, is going to be a little bit early because of senior night.
Yeah, we'll start streaming early enough to catch
And
it all.
the Hall of Fame thing will be at 6:50 instead of 6:55, so just be aware of that.
And
yes,
about caught a tear. Eli come walking in the house Tuesday.
Letter jacket.
He had his Letterman.
Yep.
May have been Monday.
95 Letterman jackets given out this week thanks to the booster supporters. Cool.
Absolutely.
That is very,
That's
very
why
awesome.
we want to buy our gas there. That's why we want to be
Support
booster
it, man.
members.
Yeah.
We're about the only schools left
Yep.
that'll give a Letterman jacket away without asking for money.
Yep.
Right.
So,
But 5:30 tailgate show. We will be on live at the stadium about 6:30 or so with the countdown to kickoff. 7 o'clock, Coach Rogers with Coach's Corner on WTUF, and then we'll kick it off about 7:30. Don't forget the live stream will be available. Go to fan.huddle.com. Search for Thomas County Central. Don't do anything else. Fan.huddle.com. And go find Thomas County Central. Now, I have been asked about the streaming stuff for the playoffs. We don't know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll
week
just-
by week is how we have to petition each week. To
Yep.
be
the
able to
state
stream
gets
it.
involved, and it gets kind of
Generally,
wishy-washy.
they kind of
That's
let
hard to
us,
believe.
if we're at home, we'll probably get the first one. After that, it's the state.
And Heather, that's what I was going to close out on. Bring the thunder, Thomas County Central Jacket Nation. You got the horns, you got the cowbells, you got the shakers, you got that jacket thunder rattling the stands.
I know Matt Dukes says already he had to order some stuff this week to be able to
Really?
to be nice and loud.
I thought it was kind of cool dropping by practice day before yesterday, and Coach Rogers had passed out about 200 cowbells to our players standing on the sidelines, and they were rattling on every play to try to get our guys used to having some crowd noise. But bring the noise. And again, horns, cowbells, shakers. Don't forget, you can stomp your feet on the bleachers, and that thunder rolls through there, which is kind of cool too. Do them all at one time.
And if you don't have something, go to Garrison Pilcher.
Yep.
Garrison Pilcher's got it. Absolutely.
Brian said earlier,
Go
they've
see
got
Tina.
everything.
Yep. Guys, thank y'all, as always.
Yes, it's been awesome.
Thank you, Casey. Thanks, Coach Rogers, for calling in. We will be back next Thursday night. But tomorrow night, Region Championship, a sign changer, which you just don't get to see every now and then. This is a historic moment, and we all need to be out there and enjoy it. For the whole crew here, until tomorrow evening, go Jackets.